relays are so crucial in these dual meets, right? You start with them and you end with them, so you set the tone and you want to lay that foundation. Give your team some confidence. Getting a win from one of the relays is always key and is always the goal. They really separated here in the butterfly. That is definitely a stroke of strength. And here we go, the final dive in. You know, the last leg of the relay is so crucial, the freestyle, and you can see the sprint, Adam, right? It's go all out, get the win, go home, shave some time, and maybe break a pool record. Kat Saladin, I want you to take a look at her. She's in lane 5 for Rutgers. She actually is fantastic with open water swims, and those are even longer of a distance than this 1,000 freestyle. She actually took 7th at the Women's CSCAA Open Water National Championship back in September. So she knows how to pace herself in a longer race. So one like this almost seems like a sprint, right, Adam, even though it's definitely not. When you look at these swimmers, they each develop their own breathing pattern. Maybe some of them have the same breathing pattern. You can see our leader in lane 4, Marquardt, she breathes every stroke. So you can see that she's really utilizing getting the maximum amount of oxygen that she possibly can take while swimming such a long race. The 100 breast, this is a quick event, right?
Yes.
You blink, you miss these events because they go so fast. These swimmers are so incredibly strong, and especially in the breaststroke, their breathing patterns, you can see how far they go underwater without breathing. That's so crucial. And hearing their teammates cheering as they come out of the water in these walls, this final wall right here is going to be pivotal to see who can out-edge the other swimmer. When you've got 2 to go, it's just the final push is there. You give it all that you have. You can see Jaeger is not slowing down at all. It's so impressive through the flags. Pushes off the wall. This last lap is the hardest one for sure, and you can see she's still maintaining those underwaters without breathing. It's so critical. She's breathing every stroke into the flags as she closes out on this 200 butterfly. It's not a sprint technically, but the backstroke, you cannot see your competition. You can kind of see out of your peripheral vision. So you really rely on those flip turns and those underwaters when you can actually take a peek and get a gauge of where you're at amongst the competition, amongst the field. McDonald really pushing here. You can see they're almost so close to each other inside the lane line. This flip turn so crucial. They can see each other right here underwater in their peripherals as to see where they are, getting so much yardage underwater without breathing, and going into this final push inside the flags is so crucial. You can see McDonald's really pushing, and she'll get the edge in this race. Another win for Princeton. Almost everyone touching within inches of each other. This is the type of racing you want to see, right? This neck and neck competition. We knew this was going to be a tight dual meet between Princeton and Rutgers. Of course, when the Cannon Trophy's on the line, you're at this point in this race where you're just putting the gas on, right? Punching the gas completely. You can see Princeton, Marquardt in lane 4, just floating into this ball, taking advantage, not wasting any time, getting so much done underwater without breathing. Just getting a little bit of an edge, even though her teammate in lane 2, Whitmire, is still just trying to get her, right? Trying to get her teammate. I'm just so impressed with how consistent she is, how she's been able to maintain her stroke and her strength and her breathing pattern. I mean, from the first lap to now, there really isn't much of a drop-off at all. And we just finished the 17th lap of this race, so that is so impressive, Adam. Savannah Trube is on the diving board right now doing a reverse 2.5 somersault tuck. This is a very high degree of difficulty dive. She got a nice takeoff and very nice finish for a very difficult dive on the 1 meter springboard. She'll get 49.50 points for Trube. That's a big dive, Adam. Final lap of the final event. It's getting loud and exciting in here, and Princeton starting to pull away. Trentine in lane 4, and they're coming into the flags, and it looks like Princeton will secure the 200 free relay.